I could not wait any longer to talk to you guys. I was singing along to our little like detective song. It was great. Get
Great
used to
city,
the
city of
studio rhythm.
angels.
It's really wonderful.
You only go around once.
But how are we doing, boys? Nice to see both of you again.
Doing
Yeah.
great.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I mean, Mark, you're kind of gonna
We're
be,
family now.
yeah, you're kind of stuck. You yell my name on YouTube, I perk up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend. What did you guys do?
Chris.
What did I do? I did
Oh,
2 cabarets, 6 main stage shows, um, and went to Mooyah Burger because I was too knackered to cook on Sunday.
oh, all right.
So
How
nothing.
was that?
Mooyah is good.
Yeah.
It's kind of bougie burger.
Okay.
This one was like a black bean patty with avocado and some special sauce on lettuce.
Okay.
I don't know. Jimmy John's calls it the unwich because
All
it's
right.
not on a
I
bun.
don't hate that.
No, it was quite tasty. Lettuce, tomato, onion, all that stuff. But their moo sauce or whatever it is, which is I mean, everybody has the same special sauce, don't they? It's ketchup and mayo and
Like a
maybe a
little bit of
little
mustard and something.
paprika, something in there. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm still
But
learning
yeah, it
about
was a
that
work
one.
weekend.
All right. Mark.
I didn't do much of anything, actually. The kids went
I'm
to
shocked.
grandma's for the weekend, and
Okay, so you had a little bit of time off.
yeah, a little break. Oh, I nothing. I saw Schmigadoon again.
Also, I was
Yes,
gonna say,
and you got a
really, it was
photo with
pretty,
Anne,
wasn't it?
Yes, I got to
my
go back.
lovely friend Anne. Yay!
Yes, yeah. Yeah, the first time I saw it was the invited dress, and I met with Anne after, but we didn't go back, obviously.
Right.
And then the second time I saw it, I didn't let her know I was there. And then, so yes, finally I got to go back and hang out with Anne a little bit with my wife. And yeah, it was my wife's first time seeing the show.
Oh, what'd you think?
Oh, she loved it. I mean, she's, had to see the TV show a million times. But yeah, she absolutely loved it. She's cried, she cries, anything good happens on stage. She's
Of
crying.
course.
Noted. I watched the show. I loved it. I've actually gone with people who have never seen the show, and they loved it. So I don't think you need to see it, but like, man, oh man, I really wish that they would have continued because what was supposed to be like Phantom and all sorts of
Yeah, I was
Into the
schmutz.
schmutz.
Into the Schmoods. What were you
That's
saying,
what I
Mark?
heard.
It was written. It's written. All the songs are written. The scripts are written. It was ready to go. They maybe also wanted him to do a Christmas special in the world of Schmigadoon, looking at Christmas musicals.
Oh,
That
cute.
never happened.
Here's Schmuff.
Yeah. So, White Schmissmas. I don't
Nope.
know. Schmite.
That's hard to say.
So, it was great seeing Schmigadoon for my third time. I just love the show so much.
Yeah.
I want to go back and bring my husband Ned, but I have to let Anne know we're coming this time because I didn't let her know when I saw it a couple of months ago either. But this is my favorite Anne story. Back in 2013, I went to see Hands on a Hard Body. It was a Monday night, and Anne was there. Now, I'm outside the stage door, and I'm sort of waiting to greet people, but I see Anne, so I went running over. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, Anne, you won't remember this, but I met you during Avenue Q at the record signing, and I had you hold up a sign to my husband, and I took a picture of you saying hi to him with this sign, and then we came back when I brought him to see the show and got you to sign the printout of that photo. And she's like, oh gosh, I do remember that. That was so funny. And I was like, we watch Smash every week, and we always say, who puts Anne Harada in a musical show and doesn't give her a solo? And she said, I ask myself that every week. And she was absolutely delightful. So I went home and tweeted about it. And I said, the cool thing is, I'm going to see Anne again tomorrow at Cinderella. And she tweeted back, oh, are you coming to the show? Should I put you on the list? Who does that except
And
our
Harada.
beautiful Anne?
She's one
I
of the
love her.
kindest, most
She
generous.
really is.
Mhm.
I'm an Anne stan.
It absolutely. I won the lottery for Schmigadoon. It wasn't a planned.
I was gonna ask.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, it was lottery.
How are the seats for that, by the way?
Great. We were in the Mez, which is my first time seeing it from the Mez, which is really great. With the
Yeah.
big stage pictures. But we were like fourth row, sort of to the side, but not all the way. It was really brilliant seats.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
what was I saying before that?
That lottery and balcony.
Yeah. So anyway, it was great to see it from the Mez. I feel
Mez.
like I'm saying something else. Anyway.
Something about Anne, or
Talking about Anne being lovely and
Oh,
wonderful.
right. It wasn't planned. Thank you. So I was
Yes.
going to wear, I
Thank
have
you.
my dear friend Ryan James D made these Florence Menlove fan club t-shirts with Anne's face on it. They're
Stop.
amazing, and he's and his partner JM have worn them to the show, and the cast has ordered them. And
that
I had
sounds
one,
like
but I had
something I
just
would
worn
order.
it the day before, and it was wrinkled and anyway.
It's when you wrinkle release it, you throw it up and like while you're in the
I
shower.
know, but it's
Slacker.
so good.
I've been planning on my friends just gifted me a brand new heat press and I've been having way too much fun doing like the DTF, like the direct to film. And in a week and a half, I'm hosting panels at Tampa Bay Comic Con here in Florida. But like, I'm hosting the guys from the Vampire Diaries, and I'm hosting the cast from iCarly. And I'm like, I know some of these guys, but I need to make like super crazy shirts. That's like my onstage style, is to just be a little bit like tongue in cheek. So I love that so much.
Yes.
Yeah, it's I helped my friends out with an escape room this past weekend, so it was good. Lots of very creative people around, so my brain is kind of explodey a little bit, but it's good. And then hung out with Chris and Ned for lunch today and was back and forth, and I was looking forward to just getting a little bit more chatty. And then Chris and I were giggling, and Mark, I think I'm just going to start this off with you. Or Chris,
Uh-oh.
it was your question. I think maybe we'll start it off
It was. What was?
about O'Mary.
Oh, I said. Here's today's parlor game. Recast O'Mary. One human who has not yet been in O'Mary, and the rest are Muppets.
I mean, it
Yeah.
seems obvious, but Miss Piggy would have to be Mary, I think.
That was my first go-to, but then Chris said,
Camilla.
the chicken.
I think. I mean, that would be very. Yeah, I feel like that's what Cole would go for.
A
Um,
1,000%. A
I feel like
1,000.
Camilla would be an interesting Mary's friend, or
Okay.
um, let's see.
It's not easy.
No.
And for those that are watching and playing along at home, definitely tell us in the comments what you think
Oh
because
yes.
I am determined to have this perfect Oh Mary Muppet casting.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Mary's teacher is Bert, and
Okay. Okay.
Ernie is the president.
I would have thought Sam the Eagle is president.
I don't know. And the bird and the chicken on the one hand, on the other hand.
But also, I kind of want to see the Swedish chef somewhere. Like, can you imagine the Swedish chef as Mary's teacher?
I don't know. Clearly, Rolf the dog is Mary's husband's assistant.
Oh. Oh. I feel so sad for Rolf now. Thank you.
I know, but he has to be a brilliant pianist.
There you go.
I've
That's
already told 3 different people locally I am not too old to play Mary's husband's assistant.
that's also true. Yeah. Like, I have so many favorite Muppets. So many. And I'm just like, ooh, but you also have Sweetums. But, like, I don't want to put Sweetums into that kind of show. What would I put Sweetums into that I'm like, Sweetums and Les Mis is Javert? Why is my mind like this?
I don't know. I want to see Janice as Mary's the tutor,
I was thinking as a tutor. Like,
or
maybe,
what is she like? Not Mary's best friend,
I
Mary's
think she's Mary's friend.
Yeah.
friend.
no, I was thinking Janice too, because that'd be really interesting. But, like, I have a place in my heart so soft for Bean Bunny. And I'm just like, Oh, I don't know, but I love that we're going like way off the base of the main like Muppets everyone knows. There's so many, but I find it so fascinating. Like Sesame Street had an off-Broadway show for a while. Like
They
that's really
did.
cool.
It sure
Yeah.
did.
And I think it's time to bring some Muppets and puppets back to the stage. We just had this sad non-existent Rob Lake show for like 5 shows.
I saw
But
it.
did you?
I did. I saw the final performance.
I
And
could have. I was there the 3 days it ran.
Oh wow. I took my whole family. It was my
okay.
youngest daughter's first Broadway show.
Oh, cute.
Why do
Um,
you hate her?
No.
she can say, and maybe one of the few people to ever get to say that she saw the Muppets live on stage.
That'll be
Um,
her version of I saw Carrie the musical the first time.
exactly.
I'm okay with
Um,
that.
yeah, it was not a great show. It was sort of baffling how I mean it was sort of baffling how the Muppets got involved in
Yeah,
this.
I heard weird, but then also like if you're gonna say the Muppets on Broadway, I like cool. Rob Lake's incredible, but also like I didn't get a chance to see it, sadly. But it's like uh, incorporate the Muppets more.
Yeah, they were in about maybe 15 minutes
I heard it was
total.
like a very short period of time and like
Yeah.
not really integral, and I'm like, huh. But it sold tickets, and that's important.
Well, no, it didn't. That's why it only ran 4 performances or
It
something.
sold some tickets, Mark. Let's be positive
Yeah,
here.
More
I
than
mean,
one.
sold 4 to me
See, there you
through
go.
TDF.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, Mark just did his episode of Broadway Jeopardy this past Friday. Go check it out. You'll hear what I mean why Chris and I got yelled at. Uh, but
Hmm.
Mark was showing off all of the posters from the Sesame Street Off Broadway show.
I
And I'm
love
like,
those so much.
They're so
and
good.
every time Mark's like, yeah, I would have had to buy all of them. I'm like, I would have too. I would have had a hard time not buying every single poster.
And there's so many more. They're just I couldn't. I mean, I could do a whole new other category using some, but there's a lot that are just so blatantly obvious. Like it's
Right.
the $200. I would just have a whole category of $200 questions
But
because
I
they're
was
so
surprised
easy.
because like Little Shop, like smart.
Yeah,
Rent, like whoa, like okay, you don't think about those things, but Muppets are not always, rated G.
yeah.
So very
But
interesting.
yeah, that's all about yeah. What was it? 525,600 pigeons is the
Yep.
So
line of that one.
I just,
They're so funny.
amazing. But I'm curious what will be like the weird niche show this season coming up because Paranormal Activity is in previews. There's some really fascinating shows coming down the pike, but like what's going to be our next Operation Mincemeat? What's going to be our next, like, something a little funky? I don't know. What do you guys think?
There's Wanted coming up, which I don't know too much about. I know there are
Wanted is
some.
not going to be like a silly comedy or like off the cuff.
No, no, I just meant more like, sort of a show. Not it's not based on a movie or a TV
No,
big IP sort of. So it's
Right.
sort of
more historical. Yeah.
could be an out of nowhere, you
hmm
know.
I'm very much looking forward to Galileo.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I mean, I am. It's a rock musical. It's Raul Esparza. There's a
Yeah.
lot to like. It's a rock musical about Galileo Galilei. I don't know that I see it, but shows that I have
Stranger things have happened.
dreaded seeing just on the name and and the description have
Mhm.
become some of my favorite shows of all time. So
Yeah.
you never know.
I don't know.
I
I
feel
mean,
like Wanted is going to be that cool thing that people discover. It's going to be the slow build,
it's going to be like maybe happy ending a little bit.
kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
But they do have some great
Galileo.
marketing out right now. Hmm?
They do. Galileo. Here's my thing with Galileo. I don't know why. I'm getting the same vibes off of that I did off Alexis Smith and Platinum. Don't ask me why. That's what I think of when I think Galileo.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, hopefully it goes a lot better than Platinum.
I hope it will, and
But
I'm
then
sure
when
it
it
will.
becomes Sunset, is it going to come Galilee, is that what it's going to become?
Hmm.
Platinum became, they rewrote it and they did it again as Sunset.
Oh, okay.
That was that reference.
I don't know.
I just sit here sometimes and I'm like, oh, your brains are really intelligent.
No, my brain is just ADD riddled.
I don't know. The seasons can be really interesting, but I will say I was not surprised about the announcement today that I'm very excited about. Were you? Do you know what I'm talking about, boys?
The cast recording announcement?
Yeah. So I happen to know someone who's been in the recording studio, and it was like all sorts of like hush hush. They were not going to be announcing it until it was done. And then the rumor mill started spiraling and it leaked out from somebody, not my friend. And I think that the show made an interesting choice, but a good choice, to make the announcement official. Because that way it kind of stops all the rumors and it's like, yes, no, this is actually happening.
I thought it was going to get announced Sunday
I don't know. I
with
mean,
Luke leaving and
Yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
leaving.
Oh,
With
sure.
all the that was going to be, well, they're leaving, but
yeah, but
and it was, I was surprised it took them until today, but you know,
Huh.
what do you do?
I mean, yeah, I can see that on both ways, but I don't know. Usually, from what I've seen, is like, hey, we're getting a cast recording with the people that you love. Like the show is extending, which is awesome. I, for one, cannot. I'm gonna be dying to get in to see Jake Shears. I can't wait to see Jake in that role for Frankenfurter, but we'll see what happens. But there's just so much stuff coming in. But I feel, I don't know. And again, Mark, you're in the city right now. I'll be there in a couple weeks. Chris will be there in a couple weeks. I feel like the start of this season is really a slow burn right now.
Do you remember last year?
I'm trying to remember. There was one year that I was like, "Oh my god, it's agony," but then one other year where it was like, "Bam, bam, 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 bam,"
That
just
was
like
2 years ago.
No,
Last
last
year
year
it was Queen of
Queen of
Versailles
Versailles.
and Two Strangers.
yeah,
I saw
You know-
so much off Broadway last year because I saw the one new musical that had opened on Broadway. Although I wish I could have seen it with Sherry Renee Scott.
well, Sherry is in Rocky now.
I know, and I'm wondering, I have to go back and reread the article. Did she get to make the album?
I believe she will be part of it.
I mean, I'll buy it for her
Right?
and Andrew.
I'll buy it for all of them. What were you gonna say, Mark?
I don't remember.
Mark needs a nap.
Sorry.
Is what he needs to-
No, I'm fine.
talking about Two Strangers versus Queen of Versailles, and then coming into the season.
Just that, this happens. There's a big season with tons of shows, and then a season with little, and then it just goes
Well,
back
I don't
and
feel
forth.
like last season was a season with a ton of shows.
No, last season was very, very few shows.
Right. So, but do we think this season's going to be a lot of shows? Because I'm not hearing a whole lot of announcements. We have a lot of announcements for limited engagements
Mm-hmm.
and things that are coming out in the spring.
Right. I
But
mean,
we have a
true.
lot more shows closing. Like I saw, like on our friend Noel McNeil's, he did like an Instagram, like the new thing where it's like an automatic pop up, and he was invited by the Museum of Broadway today to go tour their puppet exhibit. But you know that, and if you've never been to the Museum of Broadway, please go. Like, we love them over there. But when you go in, it's really cool because they have every theater and whatever show is playing, they have the playbill at the top and describing what the show's about. But as Noel walked through that room, it was like blank space, blank space, blank space, playbill, blank. And I'm like, there's just not, like, there's so many empty theaters right now. And I just don't remember a time when it was this exciting for so much stuff to come in, but we don't know who's going where.
Is there that many empty theaters though? I feel like
I'm gonna see if I can Google this.
I mean, the Broadhurst just became open suddenly.
Right? The Majestic.
Majestic.
Majestic can take a show in the fall. It's
Yep.
got Purple Rain in the
St.
spring.
Correct. St. James will be coming
It has Dolly.
available. Yeah.
St. James's Dolly. and that's in winter.
Let me see. Let's see if the Google machine has it, unless somebody that's watching knows. Out of the four, no, thank you. Out of the 41 official Broadway theaters, several are currently vacant. Thank you so much, Google. The Booth, the Broadhurst.
But the booth has a show going in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
downstate.
Yep.
They just haven't announced for some reason.
But they've got the marquee up, so that's cool.
I think it's really interesting. The Winter Garden is doing the paint job, and I love watching Paul Wonterek's videos of like the hot pink, Pepto-Bismol pink with Death of a Salesman above it.
Yeah, and
He was selling bubble gum.
that's
Right?
got the whole season wrapped up. That's got 2 shows coming in.
Yeah.
We've got Fantastics opening in the
Yes.
fall.
Hmm.
Yes, but that's again limited engagement.
Well, it's Manhattan Theater Club. That's a season.
Right, but it's not gonna like yeah.
No,
All right,
but
let's
they
do it.
filled their season with their own shows.
Yeah. The Ambassador of Chicago, the Barrymore, there's no production. This is as of
Right, the Barrymore. That's
August.
the other one that is pretty. That doesn't have anything
The
coming.
Beaumont has A Few Good Men coming from October 8th, and then Sound of Music from March 23rd. The Belasco has Maybe Happy Ending. The Booth has no production announced. The Broadhurst has no production announced. The Broadway Theater has The Great Gatsby. Circle in the Square has Just in Time. The Freedman is where Schoolgirls or the African Mean Girls play from September 8th. And then Awake and Sing from December 15th and Montauk Spring 2027. The Gershwin has Wicked. Golden has Operation Mincemeat. The Hames has The Imaginary Invalid, September 25th. Mix and Master, January 5th. And The Full Monty, April 3rd. The Hayes has The Fantastics from October 22nd to Gloria on March 17th. The Hirschfeld, R.I.P. Moulin Rouge, I'm sad I'm not going to be there for your last show, August 30th. And Paddington will be coming in as of right now, March 30th. The Horn has 6. Hudson, Other Desert Cities from September 29th. The Imperial is, from what they're saying, 860 from October 1st. The Jacobs has The Outsiders. Jones has Wanted from October 15th. The Kerr has Hadestown. Longacre, Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. The Lunt will be having Warriors as of March next year. The Lyceum has O'Mary. Lyric has Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Majestic will be Purple Rain March 12th. The Marquee, Bye Bye for Shadow as of January 3rd. So that'll be another open, huge theater. Like, huge theater space.
Yeah, I mean something will announce.
Of course. The Minskoff, Lion King. Music Box, Inter Alia. Niederlander has Schmig. Manstrom has Aladdin. O'Neill has Book of Mormon. Like, these are the mainstays. The Palace, Lost Boys, Rogers, Hamilton, Schoenfeld, Buena Vista Social Club. The Schubert is where Galileo's going. The Simon Theater is where your wife works, and MJ the Musical. The St. James with Titanic, and then Dolly going in December. Studio 54, Rocky, for all intents and purposes, forever and ever and ever. Sondheim and Juliet. August Wilson's going to be Paranormal Activity as it's been open for about a week. And Winter Garden is Much Ado About Nothing on Halloween to Avita, February 27th.
I mean, that sounds pretty.
Full, but also it's a lot
Only
of
3 that don't have a definite thing, either running until the winter or starting in the winter.
It'll be an interesting season, but I just want to get excited about something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want something big and flashy. Lost Boys, super excited about. Really was excited about. I just don't have a show yet this season that I'm like, oh my god, I can't freaking wait. Like Galileo, I'm excited about, but I don't have that like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best thing ever.
I think people will get really excited for Warriors when we get close to that.
1000%. We
All
have a
female
Warriors
cast,
fan.
or not all female, but the Warriors are a female gang in this version. It's
Yeah.
a male gang.
But surprisingly, not one of our more popular groups right now. Maybe it's too far away.
Yeah, I think people
Even
just
with
don't know enough about it. There's no cast. There's no, you know.
But that's what we have the groups for, to make those announcements. Because I get the, well, you get them too, but like, I get the press releases pretty quickly, so we have all that insider info. But yeah, it's, I don't know. We'll see what horse I hitch my cart to eventually. Chris, you're awfully quiet tonight.
You know, it's the new Lin-Manuel Miranda show. It's going to be big with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm an old show queen, and Paddington I'm already in love with.
Well, yeah.
The album alone, when a cast album entrances me, that's just I knew I was going to love Mincemeat because I had heard the cast album. Heather, I don't
Okay.
even know if I've told you this. I was
Wow.
driving to work at Disney, which is about a 40-minute drive from my house. I thought, I'll listen to Operation Mincemeat. And I'm tooting along, and, we were born to lead, ha ha ha. And I wish I were a magnet. And it was great and great. And all of a sudden, Dear Bill comes on. And
Ah,
I had to pull over because I was sobbing so heavily in my car, going, "Oh my God, nobody look in, please. I'm fine. Stop. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm gonna just get myself together and keep driving to work." It I can't remember the last time a song hit me on an album the way that did.
hmm.
And as you know, it's not even my favorite because
No,
the
it's
song
not.
that I've seen the show 3 or 4 times now, and the one that always gets me is "Sail On, Boys,"
Yeah.
particularly during the glitzy finale and the whole thing. I don't know. I'm a crying sucker these days. So
Love it. I don't know. I think the last song, like for the first time that I heard it, that I cried was "Seize the Day" from
mm,
Newsies.
mm,
That's like that, like, ugh, kind of gut shot. Um, but the surprising, I think what I told you was like, I was really shocked because coming back from COVID, the first show I saw was Frozen, but locally at the Dr. Phillips Center, but it was the tour. And as the curtain's rising, I'm crying. I think it was just an emotional release.
hmm
Um, but and like, I was expecting to cry at the Notebook. I didn't really want to go see it because it was hitting a little too close to home. And literally right before going to the show, I got a call like, "When are you coming back? Things have gotten worse with my stepdad." And I was like, "Oh." And then of course I go and Mark, I don't think you know this story. I had won lottery for a Notebook, and the lottery seats were like front or left, like so like you're like outside. And there was
Mine
a
was in the
lady.
splash zone.
Oh no, that's not a bad thing. I was
No.
in the guy is sitting next to me is smoking his pot, like on his vape. The lady in front of me is sitting and scrolling and texting her kids, and I'm like, oh my god, please, oh my god, please, somebody stop. Like pay attention to what's happening. Like I think it's an important story to tell about mental health, on top of everything else. But I was able, very luckily, was able during intermission to move. I moved pretty much to the back of house and orchestra, but that entire area, like everyone was just passing tissues back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Were they the official branded tissues they
They
sold?
were the official branded tissues.
Brilliant, brilliant merch.
Yeah.
That brilliant merch. 1,000% agree. A
I
thousand
didn't
percent.
I didn't get as emotional as I thought I was going to, maybe because I expected, oh, this is going to be a big emotional thing. Everybody says you're going to cry, and I was fine. Um, and it was the coda. There's something about that a cappella coda at the end. It's so
Hmm.
beautifully arranged. That was where I said, okay. And but even then, I didn't like like Grey Gardens talk about destroying me. But that one was just nice. And I mean, come on, Marianne Plunkett in that show,
So
And
good.
like
just
I
brilliant.
talked to her at the stage door, and I said, I have to be. I'm sure you have this question every night. I said, but how do you go from that is an emotional and like you can't perform like that and then switch it off. And I mean, I know a lot of performers who are like, oh, you just turn it on, turn it off. You were doing this every night. You were feeling the energy in that room. I was like, you know, how? And she's like, I take a piece home with me every night. Like she's like, and
Mhm.
I live in the moment. Like I live in the moment. I
Yeah,
come out here, like I need a hug, and I have a hug from all the fans. And she was just so lovely.
yeah.
Nice.
Mark, when was the last time that you got kicked in the balls and made to feel like you needed to cry so badly?
The last time, I feel like something recently really got to me. Let me hold
Okay.
on.
Oh, do you have your
Where's
Bible
my
of
list?
shows you've been?
Where's my list? Pardon me.
See, I really should create a list. I just never did, and I feel like I'm so deep into what do I do?
I sort of started one because I have
Yeah.
a friend who every time he sees a show does the obligatory hold up your playbill, take
Yeah.
a, but
Hmm.
then they're numbered. so you know what show number it is that he's seen. And then if it's like Oh Mary, I think was 93/2 because it was the
Second
second time
time.
he had been.
That's
I'm like,
smart.
where do you get this money?
I want to do so. Broadway Up Close has like their passport, and I'm like, ooh, but that's smart because I want to do like, okay, this theater, I saw the show, the show, the show, the show, because sometimes I don't remember what theater I saw something, and I come into theater, I'm like, I've been here before. What was in this theater before? I'm like, oh, that's right, this show that nobody saw. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Google Doc.
Of
What's
course
that,
you
Mark?
do. You're the most organized person I know on top of Christ.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the show. It's the date I saw it, the date it started previews, the day it opened, the day it closed, the amount of previews, the amount of
oh, jeez.
performances, the Tony nominations, the Tony wins, the category it's under, revival of a play, new musical, the theaters
Okay,
is
so
at, and
what
then
Mark's
each
gonna do
additional
is
date that I
share the
saw it.
template, and then we'll share it with all of our listeners who want to be as detailed as that. That's incredible, Mark. Good
There
job,
you
you.
go. Thank you.
Okay, so what show was that for?
Oh, the last show that really got me was the revival of Ragtime.
That I
was
understand.
I had to go out at intermission and just like find a
Aw.
corner and sob for a little bit.
I
Uh,
mean, but that's a show that you're like, yeah, I get that.
yeah, Warhorse at Lincoln Center also did that to me. After that show, I was inconsolable.
Oh.
Inconsolable.
I think the only time I've been inconsolable after a show, I was a young teenager, and Titanic, the movie, had come out. And, yeah. That was the last time where my cousin and I were just, oh my god, Leonardo DiCaprio, he died. Mourning. Leo dies in the movie, shocker.
What?
But
But there's a
watching
door.
Titanic, huh?
Nothing. I said, but there's
There
a
was
door.
There was room on that damn door, okay? Or they could have both stayed in the water. That's for another episode. But like I had Broadway HD for a little bit, and they had Titanic on there, and that was still like you felt it. You felt that show. They did a local production here by UCF, and it was beautiful. I don't know. I think the world needs to stand up and pay attention every once in a while because people are like, oh, it's theater, it's fine. Like, my boyfriend's like, I'm not really a musicals guy. And I was like, oh, yeah, what about Operation Mincemeat? Because he's a Marine. And he was like, because his loves historical, stuff. And he was like, I'd see that. And I said, I mean, there are ways to see it where you don't have to go to New York to see it. And it's on tour. He's like, no, I'd see it in person. Like, he gets it. But, like, there are people who are like, it's a musical, it's just fun. And you're like, it's a different way of processing information, and it's a different kind of storytelling. Yes, Chris?
I saw a third-rate tour of Titanic. It was probably a non-union bus and truck. It played in town for like maybe 1 or 2 nights.
Oh.
And they didn't have tiers. So first class was downstage, second class was center stage, third class was upstage,
Interesting.
and there was a wallish thing at the end. And at the end of Act 1, they had a cutout ship on a stick that went, whoop, oh no!
I would have walked out.
Wow.
I did because it was intermission, but then I came back. I have never not returned at intermission.
Me neither.
I
What's the closest you've ever come, though?
It was a community theater production of Pippin. Pippin was blind, and I spent the whole first act going, please don't fall off the front of the thing. It was a small stage.
Oh,
and
like
I came
literally
back
blind.
because I knew people in it, and there were so few of us, I thought they will see I'm not here.
Oh,
Oh.
that's the
No.
closest you've come.
Yeah.
I have never left a show. The closest I've come, oh my god, why can't I think of the name of it? It was off Broadway. I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to be offensive, because I heard it was really incredible. It was just not my show. And I'm sorry because they were so lovely. Blood Love. I'm a vampire girl. I'm literally wearing a Dracula shirt, and it was at Theater 555. And it was a vampire pop opera,
Hmm.
but it was
Oh
just
yeah.
It was an interesting premise.
interesting premise. The book that they had for the Arias was cool. They had a great design in the lobby. I had just gotten done helping out doing Murdoch. I did the like social media management for well, relations for Murdoch, so I know that theater well. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like they've got great ideas. They have great stuff. Um, from what I had been told by a tech in the house, that production spent like 60 grand. They lifted the stage, like they built a platform on top of the stage that was like 4 inches tall because they had moving tracks. Everything was like LED screens and digital mapping. It was something else. It was just not, I felt underwhelmed and I felt bad. And I left and I was like, I'm glad that I went because it was definitely a different kind of theater experience. But I'm just like, if there was a show stop for a good long while, and I was like, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna see it through, and I saw it through. What about you, Mark?
The closest I've ever come, ironically, is also a vampire musical. Lestat. I
No, yeah.
contemplated not coming back for Act 2, but I came back. And then there was another show called The Times They Are A-Changin', which
Yep.
was the Twyla Tharp dance show. And when I saw it, I think I still saw it in previews, but when I saw it, there was no intermission. And there had been an intermission, but reportedly so many people were leaving at intermission that they just cut the intermission. So,
Now I have to
had
find
there been an intermission, I don't know, but
because I
I
don't
think
remember
my mom and
if I had an
stepdad.
intermission.
My mom and stepdad walked out of An American in Paris. Like, I was like, we are not the same. We are not the same. Yeah, yeah, like walked out. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
So
Anyways,
the one show Jeffrey ever walked out of is a show I actually really enjoyed, which is Doonesbury. Because it's so stupid and
Oh,
silly.
that old chestnut, Doonesbury.
I had to make my own cast CD, ripping off my vinyl record.
I mean, but that's a true fan. Like, if they didn't do it, you did it.
Oh, come on, it's such a catchy score. And,
I know nothing about it. This is when I sit back and go on, Chris and Mark. That's okay.
oh, yeah, Just One Night was like an audition staple for years in New York.
Wow.
Yeah. Nope.
I mean, we all remember this song, right? Sung by Ralph Bruno, second song in the show.
That,
Just one night. Da, 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 da. I have no voice tonight, but
Now
anyway,
you lost your voice.
but it's got to be out there somewhere. Look up "Just One Night" from Doonesbury. It's a lovely
I
ballad,
will. I
and
have
every
some-
tenor in the world sang it for about 10 years.
Oh no. I know we have a lot of Broadway news to cover,
Yeah.
Chris. You've been doing your research. Mark, do you have any topics you would like to talk about as we get to our Broadway news?
not off the top of my head.
I'm so glad we had you join us today.
I'm so
Well, there's
sorry.
some little things. We talked about Rocky Horror Cast album coming
Yeah, I'm
up.
super excited
Broadway
about
Week
that.
is coming up.
Yes, it
Does
is.
everyone know? Do our listeners all know what Broadway Week is?
Some people may not. Why don't you give them the inside
So
track?
Broadway Week is basically Broadway BOGO.
Yeah.
And there are, what is it, like about 20 or 30 shows,
lot of
on
shows.
Broadway, off Broadway. And it's coming up in September. I don't have the exact dates in front of me. It looks like you're looking them up already. But yeah, you get 2-for-1 tickets to Broadway shows. So when you're trying to save money, it's a great way to get to see some shows.
Yep, it is 25 participating shows September 8th through September 20th.
There we go. So leading right up to Flea,
Yes. Speaking of Flea,
which you want to talk about.
I will, and Mark knows this is my mecca. I will be putting out to all of our groups our shopping sign up. I'm going to be doing something really unique this year. So every year I go and I shop for people. I'm going to do a mystery box style this year. So I'm going to be able to go around and get some really cool finds. And after our last conversation, boys, I'm like, you know what? Damn it. I need to buy myself something nice and pretty this year. So I'll see what I can be on the hunt for.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
They're teasing some of the grand auction items. They're on display at Drama Bookshop.
Oh, I know.
I'll
Oh,
tell you
I'm
what I once bid on.
what?
Max von Essen's teeth from Dance of the Vampires. I
Oh,
got outbid, but
do you know what I have from Dance of the Vampires?
did you
What?
get his teeth? Was that you?
No,
Oh.
I have a strand of the garlic,
Oh, there you go.
You
and
know
I
what
have
I
a
have
pair.
from Dance of the Vampires?
What?
Bupkis?
No, I actually have a backpack.
Okay.
It was on a dollar bin in Flea like 7 or 8 years ago, and I was like, really? All right.
There you
And it's
go.
a full laptop bag.
See, that's the kind I want to send you off and say, I don't have a list of 5 shows. I have a budget and I want all of that weird stuff from things that closed
So
that
I've
no
done
one else
that
wants.
before, but then people are like, "Oh, I didn't. No, I don't know what the show is. I didn't like this." So I'm like, "Okay,
Oh, no, I don't care.
fair enough."
You know, find me, an out of town window card from Pretty Bell and I'll love you forever.
Oh my
Noted.
God. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll take that one too.
Noted. Okay, so
I'm
now
sure
we're
they have like
always
want
free
me-
about-
throws.
People always want me to break down Pretty Bell, and I'm pretty sure I would get demonetized on YouTube if I did the plot of
Honestly,
Pretty
though,
Bell.
I
Why
think
did I think you
that
already had? Who has?
Oh.
Someone has.
no,
I'll have to
maybe it
look
was
it
a
up.
set.
Oh,
I can't imagine.
I don't know, but yeah, it was a pretty interesting show.
But you know what? You know what's happening that, Mark, I don't know if you plan on attending, because you're right there. Um, Jason Blum, like from Blumhouse, like the CEO of Blumhouse, which is the production for Paranormal Activity, he's doing a full talkback. He's hosting a full performance in 2 days, and I'm very sad I'm not there for it. So if anybody is going, we'd love for you guys to tell us how it was, because we are not there.
Yeah, yeah, I can't wait to see Paranormal Activity, and even though I am not a horror guy at
Oh, I'm a horror
all,
girl.
I am not at all.
Are you a scaredy cat, or are you like meh?
I just don't enjoy being scared. It doesn't feel, it's not fun
I
for
don't
me.
get scared. I'm like, ooh, blood and guts, ooh, cool. So, well,
No,
no.
I can't do it.
I just got my season pass. Here in Orlando, they do Hallow Scream at SeaWorld. And if I'm being so frankly honest, so I live directly across the street from Universal Orlando, and tonight is the team member preview for Halloween Horror Nights. And I just heard, as I'm saying that, I heard somebody scream because I'm that close to the park. So I'm like,
Wow.
yes, it's Halloween right now. Cool. Um, yeah, I mean, there's some real interesting stuff happening, but I'm looking forward to the spooky, creepy, weird shit that's coming in October. So
Do you think Lost Boys will do anything special?
I can't imagine they wouldn't. I know that a lot of our members are already preparing for, like, they're going to be there for the Halloween show. They're already preparing costumes.
Of
And they
course.
just did a cosplay contest just for funsies, so why not? You know, and Amber and I did that 2 years ago with Death Becomes Her. We had tickets from TDF, and we ran around Times Square in ball gowns. And I sat at the lunch in a full ball gown and corset. Yep, that happened. But they were supposed to have a Halloween costume contest, and they didn't. They actually were just going around with like a goodie bag. You like reached your hand in and won. Like they had like stuff from MAC Cosmetics. They had some like face masks. It was really cute. So Halloween is a cool time to go see a show, for sure.
I used to love that. I saw the revival, but the one time Little Shop was on Broadway. I saw
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
Halloween night, and then with one of my favorite theater going experiences with we did the merch for Evil Dead the musical,
Yes.
and they had a midnight performance on Halloween their first year that I went to, and
So
everyone dressed up, and it was like Rocky Horror style where
yeah.
15 ashes in the audience would all shout the line at so that
Well,
was
you know, Rocky is doing their Halloween. Like that was the original extension was through Halloween. So I would love to be in that room, but those tickets sold out before they were even announced.
sure.
Like people were refreshing that ticket until it happened. But Yeah, I don't know. The city starts to come alive a little bit more in the fall, and that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But Chris, what other news do we have to talk about? We're on.
Well,
It's like a
speaking of fan
chill night.
events,
Yes.
Titanic is coming up.
Okay. Yes.
This is coming up on, what is the date? August 27, which is Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. performance. And they're going to celebrate their fan community.
Yep.
So they're going to have, I don't know, special things sort of going on there.
Yep. And it's
We'll
interesting
feature
too.
guest appearances, giveaways, and more.
We
Wow.
love that. Um, you know who else is doing something fun is my favorite show off Broadway right now, which is Heathers, and it will continue to be one of my favorite shows of all time. But they're launching Big Fun Week, and of course it's before I'm in the city, which makes me sad, but it kicks off September 1st. So, of course, our friends at Schmackeries will be helping provide cookies and delicious sweet treats. And there will be, quote, after the performance, a special reverse gender role performance of Candy Store, giving fans a fresh and very Westerberg take on one of the music's most iconic numbers. So I can't wait to see the videos from
That
that.
better make it to YouTube
Oh, it
or
will.
Insta or
Or I'll make sure that I am getting immediate videos from that. September 2nd is Color Wars, which I think is fun. So you can be any of the Heather colors, red, yellow, green, or blue. September 3rd is College Night, calling college students and alumni. So really cool, some fun stuff for people to attend to their college gear. The fan exclusive, September 4th. Andy Fickman is back. He's going to be introducing the incoming new students, which there have been a lot of really cool Annalise. You never say her less Vanderpool. Like some really cool casting announcements for Heather's. Homecoming trivia September 5th, and Dear Diary is the last episode. I am losing my shit because I want to be there for it, and I might harass people until someone can enter for me. But they will have a raffle for 2 tickets to the final performance, and the thing that I have been bothering production for the most to get here is the Westerberg varsity jacket because it's only being sold in the UK right now and Australia, not here.
Wow.
Don't judge me, Mark.
No, I'm a merch whore.
Have you seen the
True.
varsity jacket from Heather's?
No, I have not seen this revival. I worked the merch for the original.
Yes, but no, no, no. I'm gonna send you a picture right now because, yeah, I literally spoke
I'm
to
currently
production
doing
and
that.
I was like, I'm gonna need this. I'm a little bit sad that it doesn't exist here in the state. But don't you worry, I am going to be sending it to you as we speak. But yeah, I mean, Chris, when you said earlier that you did a lot of like this off Broadway stuff this season, I did too, but I like when it's an off Broadway kind of season
Oh, I do
because
too.
people,
And my favorite things I saw last year, when I was up in October, were off Broadway. Um, and honestly, ostensibly, I go because I'm going to NAMT, the
sure,
New Musicals Festival. But come on, if you put Judy Kuhn in The Baker's Wives singing chanson, I'm going to be there. And I bought a full price ticket and made sure I was there at one of the first previews.
yeah,
And one of the highlights of that trip was that I got to meet her afterward and just thank her and tell her how much I've enjoyed her work through the years. But Bo the musical, I loved Bo
yes.
the musical. I I don't know what's going on with it. I kind of expected it might keep going. I don't know how the tickets were. I saw Teeth. Jeffrey just mentioned that one. Did not have a great time with the house management at that theater, but the
At
show
New
was
World
interesting.
Stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come and go. They've had a lot of hardship over there, Mark. I don't know if you're in the tea over there.
Mm.
There's just been a lot of patrons who have been really aggressive for some reason at New World.
Hmm.
Oh, this was not the patrons.
Oh
This
no.
was the house manager sent an usher to pull me out of my seat way down in the middle front because he needed to speak to me in the lobby. And I'm thinking, holy crap, what did I do? And he
Right.
says, your friend will be here. I'm like, what friend? I don't have a friend coming. I'm all by myself. Da, da, da. And then they wouldn't let me go back to my seat because the show had started. So I had to sit in the back and watch. And then they're like, well, Didn't they tell you could move down later? I said, later in the middle of a scene? I was
I don't
very
like
cross
that.
with New World.
I don't like that. I love New World. Like I really, they're
I loved it 20 years ago when I went to see Altar Boys all those times.
I was gonna say my very first experience was at Altar Boys because Scott Porter, dear friend of mine, was in it. It was his off-Broadway debut as Matthew, and I got invited, so I took my mother. We came over when she was in Jersey, and like Scott sent me an email, thank you for attending. That's how long ago this was. And the Margarita place was back in the back, but that was also the time I met Andrew Cole. Um,
Blockheads, yeah.
so I loved, and the history of New World's cool because it was a movie theater.
My wife talks about it all the time. It was
Does she?
yeah, yeah.
What'd she
She went
say?
there.
We
She
gotta have her on the show one of these days.
yeah, she no, she would just go there as a movie theater, and then it became Dodger Stages.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ran into Michael David there once.
I love that the city is so big but yet so small. And I don't know. There's some magic. I was talking to somebody today about it. I was like, New York City, like I can hear sirens outside of my apartment being in Orlando, but New York City has such a like stronghold on me. Like you go in and you just like you almost feel like I don't want to say empowered is not the right word. Like you feel the energy and the energy
Yeah.
kind of like makes you feel a little bit more like I'm here, I'm gonna go do stuff. Like if you asked me to walk my ass down to Walgreens a half a mile away right now, I would not. In Manhattan, if I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab a coffee at Drama Bookshop, it's like 8 blocks away. That's fine. It's only like a 15-minute walk. I've walked from Midtown over to like Hudson Yards because I just was. It was a nice day. I was walking.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't do that anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't.
Yep.
So, all right, Chris, you're driving this bus. Mark and I are here to give you the floor.
Okay, any Outsiders fans?
I
If
mean,
you
I
fly
enjoy the
American
Outsiders.
Airlines to New York, they have an Outsiders TV channel on their in-flight
Stop
entertainment.
it! Really? Oh, I knew nothing
Yep.
about this.
With like little bits and bobs and interviews and scenes and all sorts of stuff about the Outsiders. I expect it to be like there was like not Broadway.com or the Broadway something had a channel on the in-room TV at the Hilton last year when we were up there.
Yeah, they
And it
always
was
have like
like
the New
a
York, the
3-minute
Broadway.
loop of promotional
Yeah.
videos. I don't, I'm sure they're not showing the Outsiders bootleg, but they have their own channel now with American Airlines through a partnership that they did there.
That's weird, but I'm
Wow.
here for it. That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? That's the last of the news I have.
Oh no, we
I have topics to throw out.
we there's a new cast coming in at Spelling Bee that I'll bring it right back to New World Stages. Ali Stroker and
Wow.
Olympic
As
gold
winner.
medalist Lori Hernandez are going to be joining the final weeks of the 25th annual Putnam Spelling Bee. County Spelling Bee. I cannot talk right now.
Yeah.
So Ali is coming in as Rona Lisa, which is
Rona
what
Lisa.
which is
Rona
what Alex
Lisa
Newell is
Manhattan.
performing in now, and Lori Hernandez is coming as Logan, which Laura Morano is in right now. So the remaining cast for the final extension is John Cryer, hello, can do no wrong, Nina White, Julian Sewell, Justin Cooley, Felipe Arroyo, who's hysterical, Leanna Ray Concepcion, and Matt Manuel. So I will probably make my way over to the Bee as well because I love Allie. She is just one of the most genuine human beings you'll
Oh,
ever
yeah.
encounter, and funny as shit. So it'll be
Yeah.
good. All right, give us a couple topics.
I was
Russ.
walking down 8th Avenue. This was,
Yeah.
I don't know, a summer into good. Walking
Eighth
down the
Avenue,
street, and
I
of
did
course,
it.
it's hard to miss Allie.
Mhm.
And so I'm walking down, and I'm ready to turn on to 44th Street, and I just yelled, "Hey, Allie!" And then went on my way. And she just sort of went, "Hi."
Who's that weird guy saying hi?
I'm like, she has to be used to that, you know.
Oh, of course.
When you're a celebrity, people recognize. But that was my celebrity moment, and I was so proud because I usually don't recognize people. For years, my friends are like, "Oh yeah, I saw Matthew and Sarah Jessica on the subway." I'm like, "How do you recognize these people?" I've
I
recognized Allie. I recognized Annie Golden once, and I was too afraid to say I love your work. I just sort of looked, and she smiled and went, "Yes, it's me. Bye."
But
Um,
here's that's a great point. And Mark, I would love for you to give your input too, because you're there way more than I am, clearly. Everyone's down on their damn phones. Guys, look up off your phone because Broadway stars have to get home. Celebrities are there. They're not just taking limos everywhere.
Oh
But
yeah.
also, like, don't be a dick. Like, just be respectful. Hi, hello. You know, my favorite story, I have yet to meet Jonathan Groff. But we have been in the same, very, like, close, I don't want to say intimate room. That sounds really inappropriate. Like, we were both at Drama Bookshop because I was visiting friends who run it. And literally went to go make a beeline for the door because I was running late for a show. And Johnny was making a beeline for the door as well. And we were both like, we almost head hit, like head bumped. And I was like, oh, go ahead. So sorry. But then a week later, I see blowing up, and I'm not a Reddit fan. I know I should be, but like I see people blowing up on everything. Oh my God, I saw Jonathan Groff at this coffee shop getting this thing, or this bagel shop doing this. And then it became like thousands of people going, oh, well, I'm going to have to go to that place, and I'm going to wait till he comes in. I'm like, that's not a thing. We don't do that here. Don't do that. That's creepy. That's rude. Like, you're kind
Yeah.
of trapped. It's a
Don't stalk.
jungle. Huh?
Don't stalk.
Don't stop.
Stalking is not good.
No,
No.
that's a bad thing. It's a very
That's why I was like, it's like I didn't want to bother Annie,
no.
but she's just trying to get to wherever she's going.
Sure.
Yeah, I run into Broadway people.
All the time.
I mean, and not that I run into them, but I see them,
Yeah.
and I'll either give them just like a knowing nod, or I'll be
Hey,
annoying
what's
and shout,
up?
hey, what, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Um,
not bring all the attention to them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
It surprises me how many of them, when you're at the stage door and people are leaving, they do their thing, and then they have to get and they just walk down
Yep.
to the subway. And I'm like,
Well, I
nobody's
told
following
you
you.
the
That's
story
so
after
normal
Three
and so not.
When Larry and I went backstage at the St. James for Titanic, visiting some of the people in the pit, and we came out because there's this separate side door, and we're sitting probably 10 feet away from all the people waiting the stage door for Frankie to come out and for Marla to come out. Meanwhile, they're walking out. They've got their baseball caps. They're just like they have no idea. And I remember Casey did. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Casey Likes did it at Heather's because people, like the girls, were losing their shit waiting for him at the stage door. So he would pop out on the other side because you have it's the same. So you have like one building on one side where you enter, and then where you exit is on either that side, or during construction they had it on the other side, which is technically like the talent entrance. It looks identical, but underneath is where the stages are. Casey would pop out where nobody was, and then he was being Casey, would go down the block and record himself with like a group of people having no clue he was there, and he was like, they're all waiting for me. So it's like, just pay attention, and you might have the opportunity to tell somebody that you just saw on stage, like, wow, thank you so much. Just don't be a dick. Don't follow them through the subways. Don't like follow them into their apartment buildings. And oh, poor Audra, poor Roger. That's all I think
Insane.
of. I mean, I and Mark, I'm sure you get it too, and Chris, you'll probably start getting in the city. But when I was Waterfall events had just opened, I was recording some video footage for our socials, and I had 3 different people. Is that Heather? And I'm like, I usually don't wear my glasses in the city. These are just because the lights are too bright in my house, and I'm lazy. And so I've gotten recognized, and I think it's kind of strange, but I'm like, hey, it's cool. Like, I'm just here to talk. But I'm not a celebrity at all. Mark's more of a celebrity than I am.
I like to think because I've been sort of social mediaing Mark for several years, going, "Hey, I'm going to be in the city," and it has never worked out. And I always said, "Why don't we just get a cup of coffee at DBS?" It never works out. That's fine. Everybody has a life.
Is
But I,
it fine though,
I keep
Chris? Is
thinking,
it fine?
doesn't sound
if
fun.
I was ever walking through Times Square, would I even recognize Mark in the wild
Yes.
without the YouTube
Right, my blue
background and everything.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so Mark, you now have to just start like with a poster board with the Broadway stuff.
And just, yeah, I mean,
No.
well, if this program had a way for me to put my background on, I would, but,
You should be able to. You can green screen it.
I see, I don't use a green screen, my editing software.
Well, you also need a new camera. So,
That's
Or
true.
or did it get fixed?
No, I have to bring it in sometime
Uh,
this week. I just don't know what the deal is, why it kept shutting off. It was the full
because you
power, and
left it alone for so long, it said, "Ah, I can die
probably,
now. I can be happy. He
probably.
doesn't need me anymore. Time to move on."
My poor,
I have like a little mini DVR hand camcorder thing that I got for like $20
Oh,
at the time, thinking, "Oh, this will be a great camera for like webcasting." And I've never used it. And now it's probably like ancient technology. I have this little thing right here that I use. Oh, wait, is it doing the thing?
no,
No.
the tracker.
There's a setting where if I do this, it'll like throw confetti or
Oh,
something like that. It's got all this crazy stuff.
that's
But it just hangs out there, and it's literally the size of my fist. It's no bigger than that, and it looks like Wall-E.
oh,
It's
cute.
this little servo thing with these two eyes on the top that
Yeah.
will follow me
oh,
That's not creepy at
sometimes. I
all.
think I have to
That's
set
why
it up.
my podcast studio, which I'm still wind up decorating, cannot wait to disclose our new podcast episode sponsor coming up next week. But yeah, I have my computer and all my electronics in my guest room, and I sleep on the other side because there's some weird shit out there. And I just, at this point, if my laptop starts doing weird shit while I'm sleeping, I don't think I'll be happy with it.
Okay. I just shut
Okay.
everything down at the end of the night.
Yeah. Well, I know we're wrapping up towards the end of the episode. We've had a very chill, like, let's chat about it thing.
We have. I
Um,
want to ask Mark a question that we
I
were
was gonna
talking
say,
about
I'm
earlier.
sure. Yeah, ask Mark. You're
I
on.
want to know what you
You're
think.
on.
We were talking about starting a Broadway book club, and this came about because I finished Limelight, Andrew Keenan Bolger's book, this morning, and I'm just sitting there on the sofa at 11 a.m. sobbing over the last couple of chapters. I don't know if you've read it. I
mm-mm.
thought it was wonderful.
Is it like a
I-
fiction in the world of theater?
yes, it's set in the fall of 1996 and involves a teenage boy from Staten Island who gets into the LaGuardia Performing Arts High School, and it's a coming of age story.
Hmm.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Uh, I don't know. I just loved it, but there were moments throughout, and I think it's probably engineered that way. At one point, they're talking about going to Washington Square Park, where he discovers that his friends are showing him around New York, or second acting Les Mis, and all these little things in there, and I'm like, I remember that. I remember that, and the whole I don't know.
Uh,
I'm a very sentimental person, as I've told
Yeah.
you, but it's also a beautiful, beautiful love story, and I think it's so well written. And I was like, we should make this the book of the month for September, and everybody read it, and then we'll get Andrew on to talk about the book, and we'll
Yeah.
discuss it. Um, but then I looked up Broadway Book Club, and there was a list of Google hits a mile long because everybody has a Broadway book club. So I don't know. I thought we should ask Mark. What does he think?
I think that's a good idea. I used to read all the time, and then I had kids,
Yeah,
and I have not been able to. Also, I used to read when on the subway, and now
Oh God,
to
you
and
can't
from
read.
work.
Yeah.
I don't go
yeah.
to and from work anymore, so I lost my reading time. I only read nonfiction, theater history stuff now.
I used to have a
I'm so
35
surprised.
minute commute, and that was my listen to a new cast album time. And now I live 5 minutes from work.
You know,
And I work from home, so I have no commute and no excuse.
I
no,
try
I
to
think that's
carve
fun
out
though.
time.
What were you saying?
I try to carve out like morning time
Yeah.
to just put something on and listen. Also, Mark,
Oh,
this was for you.
the Paradise Square and Diana.
Now
Oh,
the
oh,
stack
the
of books in the
stack of
middle,
books.
so later you can zoom in.
I will. I will. See if you have some of my favorite. Do you want a suggestion for a new book to read?
Yes,
Hold
please.
on 1 second.
Oh,
I
Mark's
love
getting
this.
up. You know it's serious.
I just have a copy. A friend of mine wrote it. It is so fun. It is called The Sound of Murder.
Okay, I'm here
It
for
is set during the creation of The Sound of Music. It is so historically accurate, but there's a murder in the cast, and the detective is one of the stage managers, and it's such a good murder mystery, and also such a good history book in a fun, like, historical fiction way. And at one point, I mean, no spoilers, but at one point you're like, did Mary Martin murder somebody?
I'm
It's
ordering it
so
right now.
fun.
Well,
And it's a new
did you,
series.
Mark, you've already influenced him. He said he's buying it right now.
Perfect.
I'm going to ask you a question for selfish reasons. Can we get
Yeah.
your friend on to the podcast?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I think that'd be a great kind of fun book to get us started. We're looking at different partnerships throughout the city to help encourage people to read, but we are looking at creating another community. If we have 107, it'll be 108, where it'll be a digital book club of sorts, but it'll be theater-based books, and then we can all talk about it. We'd love to be able to have authors on the show, and we have so many talented writers throughout our groups as well. I know there's several in like the Phantom of the Opera groups and Masquerade as well, so it'd be really fun to do that. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But all right,
Another
last
book
before.
that I want to get,
Oh,
but I haven't yet, but it's called Every Day a Little Death, and it's I should just read it here. Book one of the Inspired by anthologies, but it's crime fiction, and each little short story is inspired by a Sondheim song.
He would love that.
I'm down for it. All right, boys. Before we start to wrap up, one last casting of Muppets. You can cast any Broadway show from the last 5 years and including to the end of 2027 season. One person, the rest Muppets, and go. You're welcome.
Okay, so any show since COVID, and
Any
we're
show since,
casting,
yeah, that's a great
Okay.
title. Any show since COVID through the end of the 2027 season.
that's a lot of time to cover.
It is. I'm trying to be kind. I should play the Jeopardy music.
Make it
Mark,
even
here's
seem
your
like
Jeopardy
it's
music.
good for that.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No.
Sunset Boulevard.
Wait, the Jamie Lloyd production? Okay, go on.
Janice will get to shine as Norma Desmond.
Okay, I'm here. Go on.
Sam the Eagle is Max.
Wait, why?
Because he's
Oh,
just
come on,
this
he's perfect,
stoic,
Max.
no nonsense.
Okay.
Let's see. Joe Gillis is the human. Joe is the human. Betty, I don't know. I guess Miss Piggy could be Betty.
Okay.
Am I missing any main characters?
I mean, that depends.
I guess Kermit's not in it. That seems wrong.
But who would be
Anyway.
the chimpanzee?
The Muppet chimpanzee that's in all the... Or Rolf.
Or Rolf. That's just they're gonna. Poor Rolf.
Or Rolf.
Poor Rolf. All right, Chris. Wait,
Kimberly
but are we
Akimbo.
covered in? Are we still covered in blood? So like. Janice,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That felt is going to be so hard to clean.
All right, go on, Chris.
Okay, Kimberly Akimbo. Piggy, of course, is Aunt. What's her name?
Aunt Deborah.
Aunt Deborah. Gonzo is the dad.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Piggy has to have a role, so she gets to be the mom.
You said Piggy
Is the mom.
who's the aunt?
Yeah, you just said she was the.
Oh.
aunt.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm
Mm-hmm.
still thinking this through. But Kimberly is played by Elaine Stritch.
In this version,
I
she is
like the
really
way
pissed
you
about her
think.
nephew.
I'm off on a great adventure. Does anyone still have a great adventure?
I'd see it. I'd
Oh
see
I
it.
man.
warned you, Heather. I warned you.
I love it so much. I have been trying to cast a Phantom of the Opera version of the Muppets for as long as I possibly could. But all I can get is Fozzie the Bear, as the Phantom for some reason, because when his mask comes off, he goes waka waka, and I cannot get that out of my mind.
Hmm.
I don't know
Hmm.
why. But I would see Christine would be probably Janice. Like, I hate to say it, like, she's so flexible.
Well, there just needs to be more female Muppets. It seems like,
There are several.
but like big
Um,
names, ones that we can name.
I mean,
I was
Meg
a
could be
chicken.
Abby Cadabby.
I was gonna say Meg would have been Camilla, the chicken, but Abby
I
Kadabi
think
works.
Camilla's Madame Giry.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I could see that, like the clucking. Um, I definitely am trying to figure out like I don't even think I would need a human. Like there would be like, oh, you know what? No, Raul would be.
Kermit, of course.
No, I'm gonna make Raul a human.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Raul would be. Nope, this is not. I can't. I cannot. Derek Klena. Let's just do it. I need to cast Derek in something because he's been popping up a lot in our Just in Time group, and everyone's like, but he's a banana now, and I'm like, I've wanted him
Yeah,
to.
how's his audition for Damn Yankees going?
Oh, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Derek Klena is Raul. There we go. Derek Klena against Janet, and
So Piggy is Carlotta.
Piggy would be Carlotta, and then
Statler and Waldorf as
1,000%.
Furman and what's his name?
Yes.
Hmm.
Let's see. I've got like I'm gonna go through this. This is gonna happen. This is gonna be the end of like my brain because you guys are gonna help me cast this. Um, let's see.
Who else is there?
You've got Lefebvre. You've got the auctioneer.
The auctioneer. That's the only human.
No, I want Derek Klena.
He could be the auctioneer.
Yeah.
No, no. How dare you?
No, the Count as
Okay,
the
fine.
auctioneer.
It's all Muppets, but it's a real elephant.
Put the Count in as the auctioneer. You can say, lots
The
of
Count
Oh,
as the auctioneer.
okay, that's good. That's good.
Bouquet would be animal.
I don't know who that is.
He's the
He dies.
hand. He's the one that
Spoiler
gets
alert.
Oh, mm-hmm,
Yeah,
He's
shocking.
he's the body that comes down.
And Pianji would have to be. There's
Rolf.
that. What?
Rolf.
No. There's that weird looking Muppet. I can't remember his name. He looks very like Italian.
Oh, it should be the Swedish chef. Oh.
Okay. Swedish chef is Pianji. Done. Done. Easy enough. Easy enough. All right. There we
Rizzo the
go.
rat could be the stage hand.
No. Okay, maybe. He could be the understudy. All right, good. All right, my Phantom of the Opera is now cast
Coming together.
as Muppets. Great. Anyways, I have taken up both of your times significantly, so we will wrap. Chris, you're busy next Monday, correct?
I am. My dear, dear friend Christina, who I hadn't seen in so forever, and I've known her since she was a college student, and was a theater major, and she wanted to live in New York, and she's in Trenton now, but finally, after 30 years, went back to doing theater and played Dee Dee in the prom there last winter.
Nice.
So I flew up to see that and braved the New Jersey Transit from Penn all the way down to Trenton to see a show and back
Well
the
done.
next morning. And it was fine, and she was so good, and it was a great production. But she's coming to Orlando for a night, and so we're going to go out and have dinner somewhere down there, and then she's going to head on to where she's headed next.
So if Mark, if you're around next Monday, then you and I can host. Otherwise, I'll just do a solo show.
Yeah, I can be around next Monday.
There you go. It's nice to have you guys around here. Mark, while you're not here letting me and Chris harass you and coming up with Muppet casting, where can people find you on the socials so they can give you a follow?
On YouTube at Broadway by Ghostlight, and on Instagram at Bway Ghostlight.
See, and I had to do it on Instagram as the B-Way Fan Club, and people are like, that's weird. I'm like, spell out the Broadway Fan Club. It's pretty long.
Yeah. Yep. Too long.
Good. Well, then I will harass you next Monday. Maybe we'll do some of your infamous breakdowns or some of your stuff from your prop table.
Yeah, well, I had pulled some stuff for tonight, but I'll have to save them for next week.
Oh, wait, do you want to like shift the camera for a second and give everyone like a sneaky quick peek? Or just like hide? You don't have to.
How about I'll show one
Oh.
and see if next week people can they'll have the week to identify where it came from.
I love this.
Oh,
Come on.
great.
Very specific.
Oh. Oh.
So it is a cane.
It's what Mark gets beat by his wife every night.
Let's see. I'll try to do some hints. It was used by someone who is beloved in the theater community, who's no longer with us.
Okay.
And this show came from a production in the last 10 years.
I don't think those are pretty fair. All right. Let's see if they can guess it. Otherwise, we will learn all about it next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, boys. It's been a lovely time chatting. I didn't expect anything less. And Chris, you'll be missed next week, but then maybe we'll all be back the following week and hang out
Yeah.
and
There you
do
go.
the things and the stuff. But until then,
I'm going to have to order new posters. I'm running out.
maybe I'll have decorations by the time. Maybe
Maybe
I'll
I'll
start
just buy a
unpacking
green
my
screen
apartment.
and then I can,
You can just
Just
make any
put-
poster you want.
yeah.
Right? You could be the poster.
I found a place in Florida here somewhere that prints custom refrigerator magnets. So for a while I was like, all the shows I never got a magnet for.
You'll finally get that Pretty Bell magnet.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, thank you to everyone for joining us. It's been another wonderful, entertaining episode of the Broadway Fan Club podcast. Don't forget, Mark will enjoy this one too. And Monday's dark, we keep the ghost light burning. So every Monday night here at 8 p.m., we will see you guys next week. Thank you, and ciao for now.
Bye-bye.
So long,
Bye.
farewell.